The 2025 British Grand Prix will take place on Sunday, July the 14th in Silverstone. The event was originally scheduled for Saturday, July the 13th, but it was moved to the following day due to logistical concerns. This will be the 10th race in the 2025 Formula One World Championship, and it will also be the 74th edition of the British Grand Prix. It will take place at the Silverstone Circuit in Northamptonshire, England. But before we get into all that, if you are new here and you want to see more videos like this one, then hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on any future videos. And with that said, let's get started. Silverstone Circuit is a 5.891 kilometers long racetrack located near the town of Silverstone in Northamptonshire, England. It is one of only 3 circuits that has hosted every Formula One World Championship since its inception in 1950. The others being the Belgian Grand Prix at Spa-Francorchamps and the Italian Grand Prix at Monza. The circuit has been the venue for the British Grand Prix every year since 1987. Although the race was held at Brands Hatch between 1966 and 1986. Silverstone is a fast circuit with high-speed corners and straights, which requires a lot from both the car and the tires. The fastest corner, Abbey, is taken flat out by the cars at around 190 miles per hour. Other notable corners include Beckett's, Chapel, and Stowe, which are all taken flat out. The circuit also has two DRS zones and two hairpin turns at the fast right-hander, Copse, and the slower left-hander, turn 15. The current lap record is held by Valtteri Bottas, who set a time of 1 minute 24.5 for 3 seconds in 2020. The race distance is 52 laps, which is the maximum number of laps allowed by the FIA. The race usually takes place in July or August depending on the year. The first British Grand Prix was held in 1950 and was won by Giuseppe Farina. Since then, the race has been won by many legendary drivers including Fangio, Moss, Clark, Stewart, Senna, Prost, Schumacher, and Hamilton. Now let's take a look at the schedule. All times are in BST, which is also known as British Summer Time. So on Friday, July the 12th, the first practice session will start at 11 a.m. and will last for 1 hour. After that, there will be a 1 hour and 45-minute gap before the second practice session starts at 3:45 p.m. On Saturday, July the 13th, there will be a 1 hour gap before the third practice session starts at 12:25 p.m. Then after that there will be a 3 hour and 45-minute gap before qualifying, which will start at 4:10 p.m. And then finally on Sunday, July the 14th, the British Grand Prix will start at 3 p.m. So now let's take a look at the weather forecast. So as you can see here, the weather forecast for Silverstone on the day of the race is quite uncertain. There's a 60% chance of light rain at around 3 p.m. when the race is scheduled to start. However, the temperature will be a pleasant 18 degrees Celsius. So even if it does rain, it will still be a fun race for the drivers and the spectators. Now let's take a look at the betting odds. As you can see here, the favorite to win the 2025 British Grand Prix is Max Verstappen with odds of 1.72. Sergio Perez is the second favorite with odds of 5.50, and Charles Leclerc is the third favorite with odds of 7.00. Fernando Alonso and Carlos Sainz are the outsiders with odds of 26.00 and 31.0 respectively. If you want to place a bet, you can do so at most major bookmakers. Now let's take a look at some of the statistics. The most successful driver in the history of the British Grand Prix is Lewis Hamilton, who has won a record 7 times. The most wins by a constructor is also held by Mercedes with a total of 12 wins. The youngest ever winner of the British Grand Prix was Sensation, who won in 1960 at the age of 25 years and 273 days. The oldest winner was Fernando Alonso in 2022 at the age of 41 years and 242 days. The fastest lap record is held by Lewis Hamilton, who set a time of 1 minute 26.251 seconds in 2020. Now let's take a look at the points table. As you can see here, Max Verstappen is currently leading the championship with 272 points. Sergio Perez is in second place with 233 points and Fernando Alonso is in third place with 193 points. Aston Martin is currently leading the Constructors' Championship with a total of 379 points. Mercedes is in second place with a total of 331 points, and Ferrari is in third place with a total of 285 points. Now let's take a look at the form table. As you can see here, Max Verstappen is in top form, winning 4 of the last 5 races. Sergio Perez is also in good form, winning the last race and finishing second in the previous 2 races. Charles Leclerc is the only other driver who has won a race in the last 5 races. He won the last race in Austria. Now let's take a look at some of the news ahead of the British Grand Prix. The first bit of news is that Lewis Hamilton will start the race from pole position. This will be his 11th pole position at his home race, and it will also be his 100th pole position in Formula 1. The only other driver to have achieved this feat is the legendary Juan Manuel Fangio. The second bit of news is that Sebastian Vettel will retire from Formula 1 after the British Grand Prix. The German driver has announced that he will not be able to continue due to personal reasons. Vettel is a 4-time world champion, and he is also the only driver to have won the British Grand Prix 4 times. The third bit of news is that Oscar Piastri will replace Nico de Vries at Williams for the remainder of the season. De Vries has been struggling to match his teammate Alex Albon, and he has been outperformed by rookie teammate Logan Sargent in the last 2 races. And finally, let's take a look at some of the fan experiences. As you can see here, there are a variety of grandstands and hospitality packages available for the British Grand Prix. Prices start from around £135 for a grandstand seat on the Friday and Saturday, and around £100 for a grandstand seat on the race day. Hospitality packages start from around £600 per person per day. There are also various camping and caravanning options available, as well as general admission tickets. You can buy tickets from the official Formula 1 website or from authorized ticket sellers such as Ticketmaster. And with that said, that is all I have for you today. If you enjoyed the video, then please hit the like button and also hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on any future videos. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you have a great weekend. Goodbye.